Just a Plain Guy here again, Brandon, coming to you with another highly anticipated model. This model has been one that I've been waiting for quite some time, and I'm glad to bring it to you guys today. Here we have the JC Wings ANA Boeing 777-300ER and the Star Wars BB8 livery. Unfortunately, this livery no longer is flying on this particular aircraft due to pandemic and cutback on ANA's fleet of 777s. I have a little bit of information on that as well for you guys in this model review. I have waited almost about a good year for this one and the other model that I purchased. So it's a breath of fresh air to get this in the mail. Well, I've actually had it for a few months now, about a month and a half now. But nevertheless, it's good to have this model in my collection, and I hope you guys enjoyed this model review. If you guys are wondering what's under the box right now, it's just a homemade replica of a taxiway gate for airplanes to park. And I wanted a nice little canvas to show off the 777 today for you guys. So I'll give you guys a little quick look. Excuse me. Excuse my desk here. But obviously this is just what you would see at an airport jetway. You have the different markers where your airplanes park for the different sizes of narrow bodies to wide bodies. So because I couldn't find a similar replica on eBay or Amazon, I made one myself. So I hope you guys like it. Drop your comments on what you think you might want to see different. And let me know if you guys like this homemade jetway parking and signage for wide bodies and narrow body aircraft. Okay, so without further ado, let's get into the model. Like I said, I've waited about a year to get this because of the pandemic and everything that was still stuck on ships, and trade was kind of slow. So a lot of our goods were still stuck at sea. Here we have the Star Wars ANA 777-300ER and the Star Wars BB8 livery. So without further ado, we're going to get into the unboxing. As you guys know, I'm somebody who respects the boxes more than ever, because every time I would get a model, I used to just throw the boxes away. But the boxes are needed because they provide extra storage, and the boxes are just as beautiful as the model itself. And I love what JC Wings does. I love their orange boxes. I really like their orange boxes with the picture of the model on the plane. So let's get into it. I got this plane for a very, very good price. If you guys can get your own, I suggest you do before they are no longer in stock. Probably the best way you can get this one is on eBay. Excuse me. All right, let's get this styrofoam off, and here we have it. The JC Wings ANA Star Wars BB8 777-300ER. Now I'm going to give you guys a little bit of information on why this plane is, well, the plane itself is still flying, but why they repainted it. And this is from April 2nd of 2022, so it's a little outdated, but still you guys will get the origin of why this livery is not flying anymore. Aviation enthusiasts in Japan and around the world got great news in 2015 when ANA announced a partnership with the Walt Disney Company to launch the ANA Star Wars project, which would include painting aircraft in special liveries. Eventually 4 aircraft: Star Wars ANA Jet R2-D2, ANA Jet BB8, ANA Jet C-3PO entered service as part of the project. While originally the contract was signed for 5 years, some of the Star Wars jets are still around today. However, one of them, the BB-8 ANA jet, operated its last revenue flight earlier than expected on March 31st, 2022. And this airplane was a regular visitor at LAX. Maybe if you didn't see it 1 week, you would see it 2 weeks from now. So we were blessed and honored to get this plane in, and a lot of aviation plane spotters no matter how many times this plane came in, we'd always take pictures of it every chance we got, because we knew that this plane was not going to be around for much longer. So anytime that this plane would come into LAX, I myself and others like me made sure we got out to the airport. Okay, so let's read some more. Because the 777-300ER that at this point still wears delivery is being phased out by ANA as part of its COVID-19 related fleet restructuring. Okay. Throughout its active service, the BB8 ANA jet was operating on international flights connecting Tokyo with mainly destinations in the United States and Europe. That said, to give Japanese aviation enthusiasts a chance to fly on the aircraft, its very first revenue service flown on March 28, 2016 was a domestic flight from Osaka, Japan, where the aircraft was repainted to Tokyo Haneda. Fast forward 6 years to March 31, 2022, and ANA scheduled extra domestic flights operated by a BB-8 jet once again, this time to celebrate its last day in service. Okay. Let's see here. I lost my train of thought. Let me see. Okay. So as it says here, ANA had 4 flights dedicated to the BB-8 themed 777-300ER. And those flights were flight number NH1423, Tokyo Haneda to Naha, flight NH1426, Tokyo Haneda to Naha, flight NH1413, Tokyo Haneda to Sapporo, and flight NH1414, Sapporo to Tokyo Haneda. And that was BB-8's final revenue flight. So as you can see, a lot of aviation enthusiasts like myself were very disappointed that this plane is being repainted or sent to retirement. So if you guys can get this model and have it in your collection, as I said before, you guys want to do it. So that's just a little bit of history about how this plane came into being and how it's being phased out. Like I said, the pandemic has had a major impact on our lives, what we love and what we love to do. But luckily, we're getting back to some sense of normalcy. But I won't talk about the negatives today. Let's get to the model itself. So first, we're going to start out with the stand. I like how JC Wings always takes care of their customers and their purchasers with a good stand. The name, ANA, the type of aircraft, Boeing 777-300ER, and the scale. Once you know you're getting a good quality product when you have a decent scale. All aircraft manufacturers, all model scale manufacturers should always have the name of the aircraft on their stand. That's just me. Some people might feel differently. Then you guys can pause it right here and look at all the specifications. We have the manufacturer, Boeing, of course, the length, the wingspan, height, and engine type, which are the massive GE90-115B engines. And then we turn to the front of the card. We have Star Wars, Inspiration of Japan, ANA, and a picture of BB-8 right there. So when you put little trinkets in a model like this, it makes it all worthwhile. So without further ado, let's get into the model review. And I'm not going to be before you guys long. You got to be careful here. And here we have it. The JC Wings Star Wars BB8 by ANA. And right off the bat, you can tell there's a lot of detail that has been put in this model, as we see the beautiful GE90 engines right here. And those fan blades do spin, everybody, so we don't have to worry about that. We have the registration number, JA789A. We have our APU exhaust. We have our APU housing right here. This is the tail skid. This helps allow the fuselage from damage right here. If the tail encounters, if the fuselage encounters a tail strike, this right here helps the tail from not skidding and doing damage. And as I said, we have our GE90 engines right here, if that will focus. Let me see if it can focus. There we go. Just a lot of good detail, a lot of beautiful detail put into this model. It's a very heavy model. Of course, all die-cast metal. I don't know if that's, let me see, is that, okay, there we go. You can see I have a pretty big hand, but you can see the model itself is pretty big. And see, if we go to our, if we go to the right wing, we have the registration JA789A on the wing. We have our I keep saying wake, our raked wingtips, which helps fuel consumption, to help save fuel. Okay, what else do we have? We have our cockpit windows, of course, where the pilot sits, first officer. We have our nose cone with our radar and all our navigational equipment. Okay, taking a look at the right side, GE90 engines. We have our engine cone, tail, I forgot what this is. Excuse me. I'm a little tired, but you guys know. We have our flaps, slats, ailerons, and spoilers on our right side wing, and the same as the left side wing with the Japanese flag on the left wing. We also have our, if this will focus, we also have our emergency exit directions over the wing, just in case of a emergency landing. And one thing I like about JC wings is that they use, if I can hit this one, they use a real life like jewel for the beacon, overhead beacon light, and also for the bottom right here. Excuse my nails, I've been working. But yeah, it's an awesome model. I really suggest that you guys try to find it and try to scoop it up if you can. As you can see, it's a really big model. Let me zoom out right there. There we go. Heavy to the feel, heavy to the touch. Like I said, it's sad that this paint scheme is not flying anymore. I'm not sure if they completely retired the aircraft itself, but I know that BB8 paint scheme is no longer with us. I'm glad I was able to get a lot of photos when I could, when it was flying. And trust me, this was a very hard aircraft to get. When I would check flight radar and this was coming in, I would always be at work, or I would be doing something that would occupy my time where I couldn't catch this bird. But I'm happy to say that I was able to catch it in some photos, and I have the model now. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put the landing gear on here. Landing gear is very realistic. Okay. That goes on the left side here. Left side main gear. And right side main gear. Okay. And our nose gear right here. I'm gonna make sure that goes in the right way. That's not the right way. There we go. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna put it on this homemade gate taxiway right here. And we're gonna show you how it looks with my little homemade taxiway. So there we go. You guys can let me know in the comments. Let me know how you guys like this little design that I drew up. You know, I know it's not the greatest, but this is all off of memory. So let's see here. If you guys, I'm gonna excuse my tripod. Okay, there we go. So as you guys can see, I have it set up right here. And this is how it really is at your local airport, or if you're a ramp agent, you guys know the deal. So I have the nose gear right at the line for the 777-200, 300. And of course, it might not be as right. I might have it off a little bit, but it's using your imagination, right? But it comes pretty darn close. So I just wanted to show you guys this little setup since I didn't have an actual replica of a jetway, you know, signs and directions jetway. So we get another look at it real quick. The beautiful ANA 777-300ER. Absolutely beautiful. A gorgeous plane. I'm glad I have this. I advise you guys to get it as well, because who knows? Who knows when they'll make another batch of these? You know, they might stop. And if you zoom in, we have the partial registration on the nose gear right there, 789. Just an absolutely beautiful detailed model. And then we have our inboard landing lights right there. I wish they would have used some real jewels on those, but hey, you know, you can't have it all. And then coming down to our engines, if you guys can see that, we have those GE90s. I don't know if you guys can see that, if it'll focus, but you guys get the picture. Like I said in my last video, if you're gonna have a 777-300ER, use the GE90 logo. Am I right? Use the GE90 logo. So that's an awesome shot right there. And we're just gonna hold it right there. We're just gonna hold it in place right there. And I just want you guys to get a feel of it. You know, that this actual replica that I drew, I have all my pens and pencils over here. Let me see, pens, pencils, rulers. I actually did a bang up job. It's not that bad, you know? And it's a replica of how it looks when you're parking a wide body aircraft. So you guys let me know. Let me know in the description box if you guys like this homemade replica that I made. Let me know what you think about this review. Give me a thumbs up, give me a like, please subscribe. I will be doing more model reviews soon. I might have one coming tomorrow, if not by the weekend. Not sure which model I'm gonna do right now, but stay on the lookout. Please subscribe to get those notifications. I'm still new at YouTube, but hey, you know, with all things, everything takes time. So like they say, Rome wasn't built in a day. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this model review. I was waiting to get this out to you guys. I'm not gonna do lengthy model reviews because the model speaks for itself. I got this from Burbank's House of Hobbies. They ordered this airplane from me through JC Wings. And if you order through Burbank's House of Hobbies, you will get a discount off of what the regular price is. So a plane like this anywhere else can go from like 180 to almost 200. I got it for 124 after I pre-ordered through Burbank's House of Hobbies out here in Burbank, California. So one more time, I'll let you guys see it. You know, now that I look at it, it's a pretty bang up job. It almost looks like an actual runway. But here you guys are, the Star Wars JC Wings ANA 777-300ER in the BB8 Star Wars livery. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this review and this unboxing. I will do plenty more. Like I said again, let me know how you guys like the little layout that I hand drew myself. And until next time, stay safe. Hope your families are doing well. Stay positive. And I hope you guys like this review. I just try to bring you guys my love for aviation and so many others like me out there. And let me know in the comments as well, should I make an airport? Now I know 1 to 200 scales are very big, very tough to make when it comes to model airports, but it has been done. So let me know in the description box in the description box below if I should just collect these and do model reviews, or if I should make a 1 to 200 scale airport. Now with making a 1 to 200 scale airport, I'll have to get multiple of the main carriers, and my pockets aren't that big for that right now. So I think I might just stick to collecting and doing these model reviews. And then when I get, you know, a little more cash in the pocket, I might move up to a 200 scale airport. But you guys let me know in the comments below. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. I know I'm repeating myself, but hey, you know, the model speaks for itself. The model speaks for itself. Go get you one. purchase one, you know, don't break the bank if you can't afford it, because there are some people that are selling this for a very high price. But if you guys can get it for an absolute steal, I suggest you do. And another thing, make sure that the product that you're getting is what you're getting. You know, I've had models before that have been broke. I've had models before that weren't painted correctly. And so you just want to make sure you're getting what you're getting. So this is actually a nice little layout. And this was all pencil, ruler, coloring in. You know, it might not be, you know, like a real piece of wood, but it comes pretty close. So yeah, hope you guys like it. Like I said, like, comment, and subscribe. Set your notifications for when I do more of these reviews, and we'll tap in with you later. This is Just a Plain Guy Brandon. Stay safe, stay blessed, and until the next time, keep flying high.